Okay, let's dive into something that every single parent, every society has wrestled with forever. It's this timeless quest: how in the world do we raise good kids?
For centuries, we've been asking this question, right? Searching for the perfect way to pass on the values that'll guide them through their entire lives.
So in this explainer, we're going to go on a bit of a journey. We'll start with ancient fables and go all the way to AI-powered robots, all to understand this quest and see what the future of teaching our kids might actually look like.
For most of human history, honestly, the answer to that big question was pretty simple. We told stories.
Think about it. Traditional tales, like these Hindi moral stories, they are just packed with wisdom. They're literally designed to instill core values like honesty, hard work, and, compassion.
These stories teach incredible lessons about things like unconditional generosity. Take the story of a tree that gives absolutely everything it has to a boy throughout his life, never asking for a single thing in return.
And what's really cool is that these stories don't just teach morals, they actually inspire action. They show how the commitment of just one person can totally spark a movement. And get this, here's where you can see that link between a story and real-world action. Inspired by lessons just like that, there are over 120,000 school eco-clubs in India right now, all actively working to protect their environment. It's amazing.
Okay, but in a world that's just full of screens, are ancient stories really enough anymore? Today's parents are facing a brand new challenge, a huge and, let's be honest, often frustrating digital landscape.
And a lot of parents feel that the stuff their kids watch today just lacks the depth and the educational value of those traditional stories. You see this sentiment captured perfectly in online forums, like this comment right here from Reddit. And this slide really just lays out the whole contrast, doesn't it? We've gone from these carefully curated lessons, rooted in generational wisdom, to a world where content is driven by algorithms, making it incredibly hard to make sure the quality is actually there.
So this whole digital dilemma has innovators searching for a better way. And that search is leading them to a pretty futuristic solution, the AI-powered robot tutor.
Right now, experts all over the world are exploring how robots could totally revolutionize education, offering personalized support that's tailored for every single child. And the promise here is compelling, it really is. We're talking about a robot that can give each child perfectly tailored, one-on-one instruction. That's something a single teacher in a big classroom just can't do.
But here's the really mind-blowing part that makes them so different. These aren't just teaching machines. They're being designed with what's called adaptive personalities. This means they can literally change their behavior to connect better with each individual kid. Okay, but hold on. Before we get carried away and replace every teacher with a robot, experts are urging us to take a heavy dose of reality.
Professor Pierre Dillenberg offers this pretty sharp critique. He reminds us that even the most advanced AI just doesn't have the contextual understanding that a human teacher has.
And his point is simple, but it's so profound. Learning happens inside a child's mind, not inside the robot. Technology is just a tool, and how effective it is depends completely on how it's used. And the practical challenges are significant. You've got high costs, the need for teacher training, big questions about data privacy, and just the simple fact that robots can break down or get confused. So where does all of this leave us? Well, the path forward probably isn't about choosing stories or robots. It's about finding a really thoughtful way to integrate the best of both worlds. It's like we need the timeless why that we get from our stories, the values, the morals, and we need to combine that with the powerful how that technology gives us, which can offer personalized practice and really cool ways to engage. Think of it like this: a story about planting trees, that gives the inspiration. A program like the National Green Corps, that provides the structure. And the result is real learning and real-world impact.
So, at the end of the day, here's what it all comes down to. Technology's greatest promise isn't to replace our teachers, but to empower them with another powerful tool in their toolkit.
Which leaves us with a final, pretty thought-provoking question for the future of learning, a future that we're all building together.
Thanks for watching.